Hello and welcome on Sports Update. I'm Adeni Jishafe. It's time to take you around the world of sport where we give you update concerning happenings there. Well, right now we look at, we'll be checking on transfer story, although before then, let's look at athletics that is taking place in Benin City. We'll look at the first story, AFN Golden League trials. Precious Irivi top in triple jump in 15.16, that's 15.16 meters jump there, where he was able to do well. It was right now is becoming a force to reckon when it comes to triple jump in Nigeria, because right now the young man is dominating in these AFN Golden League trials. The Golden League trials will also continue because the second all-comers is taking place in Benin. They will move from there to Uyo, back to Benin, where they will see those who will be qualifying to represent Nigeria at the World Athletics in Budapest, Hungary there. Well, right now, that's the first story we are looking at. Alongside gentlemen in the studio, I have with me Amos Atindi and also Noel Samsi. Good to have you guys.
It's a pleasure.
Yeah. Good afternoon, Nigerians.
Yes,
thanks for joining us.
Let's look at that first story. Right now, we have athletes representing Nigeria, although they are yet to go to Budapest, but they are trying to see how they can qualify now through these trials. They call it AFN Golden League, and also second all-comers. They will move from Benin to Uyo, back to Benin. But the main thing right now, we're beginning to see some Nigerians at least beating record. That's just Irivi there, looking at that first story where Irivi was able to at least do well, jumping 15.16 meters in that particular story to top the triple jump. This same lad did well for Nigeria when they competed at the African Continental Competition, where he also dominated by winning gold for Nigeria in triple jump. That shows that if he takes this particular sport very seriously, he become a world beater. Amos?
Yeah, actually, you know, these are homework to actually push whoever did well to compete internationally for us. And looking at the guy who just jumped, Precious is one guy I tipped for, you know, to go far in the competition, and of course I'm seeing him taking those moves, and it's a good one for Nigeria, and it's a good one for you know, the organizers to actually scout for the new and the best players who are going to, the athletes, I mean, to see who are going to represent Nigeria in subsequent competitions.
Well, from the way it is, I think it's high time we begin to at least get new set of athletes. Kagbare, Aruna Quadri, they are really aging. They are actually fizzling out little by little. And right now, we need these young ones to take over. And considering what he has just done over there in Benin City, 15.16, at least when he competed at the continental level, he was able to jump 15.70 meters. And now he's edging closer, 15.16. At least it shows that he's at least building his career to make sure if he can make it to the World Athletics in Budapest, Hungary. But the good thing right now is these particular trials allow Nigeria to be able to pick athletes, talents that are really coming up. Okay, we spotted this in javelin, in discus, in shot put, in athletics, in this triple jump, long jump, high jump, all those sports put together. That's why athletics is very interesting, because you have different categories where you can win so many medals for Nigeria. So now, from the way it is in Benin City, that will actually be running off today. The good thing right now is that we're beginning to get new set of young players, or rather athletes, who will be representing Nigeria.
Yeah, from what you said, it's a good set of young, excuse me, athletes. And you can see from the picture of Precious, you can see it's a very young lad who is coming up. And I'm sure it's not the only person, probably he's a star athlete for now. We have other young athletes who will also be picked for
different categories of events.
For the competition in Budapest in Hungary come August. So it's a good one that we're picking up young individuals we know for the next 10-15 years they are going to perform clearly well for you. So it's something I'm really proud of, and they should invest in them also too, not only maybe probably because of the competition they just pick them, but then after the competition you can't even hear about them again. So at least they should, after this, what next for them? After the competition, what next for them? Because the competition is in August and we are in June already, so probably like 2 months to the competition. So we just, after the competition, what next for them? And in case they get injured, what are the medical availability for them to be taken care of, not just there are some, because the issue we have is some of them get injured, and it seems the government doesn't neglect them. No, they don't take care of them. So at least those things should be put in place. So it will increase the passion and the patriotism in them, and you should get paid well also too. So not about me picking me. Okay, good. I'm going to Hungary. I'm being paid 20,000 naira, for instance, and the same person that will better than from another country is being paying 200,000. The motivation not there. So if they are being paid well, they've been taking care of in terms of medical care and other things, I think it's going to boost their morale and they go do well. And other athletes also will say, okay, this Precious, when he was in his active time, he did well and was being paid well. And after he retired from the sport, he's a big man now. So why not put my own strength or my own effort to become someone like him also too?
Well, talking about the AFN Goldie League trials there, and also the second all-comers coming up, ending in Benin City, where they will be able to discover athletes that represent Nigeria at the World Athletics in Budapest, Hungary. Well, we hope that Nigeria will do well there. The likes of Chikwebuka and Nekwechi has also qualified through in shot put sport. And also not forget the likes of Tobi Amusha will be raring to go. We've seen what Esi Brume is doing, and a lot of Nigerian athletes in wrestling, weightlifting, different sport that we are really doing well. We really need to see sport as business, because we have a lot of them, those sports taking off the streets. A lot of young, talented Nigerians who could have been miscreants or become thugs. But right now, we've been talking concerning athletics, and now let's switch to football, the round leader game. We have 3 teams that have been confirmed. That is Remo Stars, Rivers United, also Eyimba International, and others. We return to action in August to participate in CAF Champions and also CAF Confederation. It will be starting in the preliminary stage by August 18 to 20, where they'll be playing. Well, right now, the 3 has been confirmed. Eyimba won the league, followed by Remo Stars. The 2 of them will be playing in the CAF Champions League, while Rivers United will be playing in the CAF Confederation. Then the winner between Bende Insurance and Rangers International will join them in CAF Confederation. That we have 4 teams, but the 4 teams as we speak right now, they will be ready, they will be battle ready to compete alongside other African teams in the preliminary stage come 18 to 20 of August 2023. And to also let you know that CAF actually deeming fit that all the teams will have a women's team, a women's club, which as we speak right now, the 3 of them, they are battle ready. Remo Stars, they've actually adopted Lakeside Women's Football Club, while the Eyimba, they have Abia Angels, and also Rivers United, they have Rivers Angels already. So the winner between Bende Insurance and Rangers will also have to get a team. They're talking about a women's team. Well, for Edo Queens, they are there. That's if Bende Insurance win. And for Rangers, if they also win, there should be a women's team in Enugu State where they could easily adopt to also be their own team there. Well, let's look at this story together. Well, our teams lately we've not been too good at the CAF Interclub competition. Aside 2009 and 2004 that Eyimba won the Champions League back-to-back, since that time up till now. It's almost 20 years now. Almost 20 years. In fact, let me just say 20 years. We've not smelled the competition, neither winning the Confederation or the Champions League. It's either we drop at the quarterfinals or draw at the group stage or even preliminary stage. We saw what happened last that's the last time talking about CAF Confederation, as also CAF Champions League, where all the clubs except Rivers United push to quarterfinal before they drop. So our football really needs to get better. Yeah,
actually the football
continentally.
Yeah, at the continental level we are having rough times now. We saw Eyimba of Aba recently, in the past, did well for us. And of course, the names is written in the continental games as one of the best team Nigeria could ever produce at the continental level. But looking at Rivers United is actually a team that, it has all it takes to be able to, push to the quarterfinals and then move away after quarterfinals to even winning the continental. But we've seen cases where this cannot be possible due to some factors. One of the factors is this long journey our players embark on buses to be able to play these games. And of course, some of them are not even well paid. The state governments of some other clubs are not even sponsoring them very well. But in the spirit of Nigeria, we also want to appeal to them to also put that in mind, and then the logistics there for them to, you know, have all it takes to play those games at the continental level lately have dropped. If you look at what South Africa is doing, what Morocco is doing, and other teams are doing, Egypt, Al Ahly of Egypt, of course you can see that Nigeria is lagging behind, and it's time for us to push forward to be able to do well at the Intercontinental Games.
Now, looking at that, I will talk to you about this, Noel. Just recently, that Enyimba won the 100 million for that is the MPFL winner. Well, the IMC, Interim Management Committee, say, well, after the 100 million, we are going to make sure you tie 25 million from it to recruiting, that is signing good quality players. 25 million to get your facility, that is the stadium where you'll be playing, in that standard. Put it on that standard where CAF will come and they can approve it. And I think that's a good one.
25 million to me is quite small.
No, at least. At least.
For a start.
We have never had this before.
Yes.
Yeah.
But now that we have it, then 50 million that is remaining, they can spend it at the way they want it. But really, for the first time in the history of Nigerian football, I think the IMC really, they've done well.
Yes.
Yeah, they've really done well. And it's something we call encouraging to sign players and keep your stadium in good form and good shape. And 25 million, I hope the stadium is not that dilapidated, because if it's quite dilapidated, I don't think 25 million will even be able to cater.
But we have something on the table. We have something.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why this issue of maintenance culture. You don't just build a stadium, then after 10 years you are never renovating it. And it's something will be done like every year. You paint all those. Probably you cannot just have a stadium without, you have some fans that would just want to destroy things. Either you see them anyhow, or the chairs. At least those things should be checked like in yearly or quarterly in a year, to check how to fix them. If all these things are there, I don't think the 25 million. I'm not thinking they will spend up to 5 million to repair the stadium.
Yeah, actually, most of these stadiums are left in the hands of state government to approve budget provision for Ministry of Youth and Sport before they will attend to it. So it keep dilapidated. But now you have something on your table that, okay, now let's fix this. We have synthetic. What can we do that this stadium should come alive for CAF to actually come and approve it? So I think IMC have done so well for marking such amounts for the maintenance and then getting quality players. It's one of those. No, at least we have something on ground.
Yes, because when you try to look at in Europe, you give a club like probably even Newcastle to sign player with 5 million, they might not sign one successfully.
We're not talking about Newcastle yet.
No, I'm just trying to just compare. Because 25 million. That means we still have cheap players in Nigeria, because
of course.
That means I can get a player for a million naira.
That was I was telling the guys yesterday that let's tell ourselves the truth. We are not there yet.
If you know, it's still
we are only trying to take a step by making sure those issues affecting our football gets, at least let's begin to take the bull by the horn. Okay, now before. Have you ever seen a team winning 100 million in NPL? No. But now we have one, right?
Yes, we have one.
Have you ever seen where they will say, okay, use the 25 million to buy players, 25 million to at least fix your stadium? It has never happened. And then the issue of fight and all that, it's at least it reduces it because of the reduction of points. We're saying, okay, we are moving in the right direction. Let's see, according to IMC, that they will also up the amount. Maybe next season, it could move to 150 or 200 million. And from there, you begin to see that, okay, things are going to get better. And I still remember their partner are talking about 500 million. So let's see how it goes. Little by little, at least Rome wasn't built in a day. Let's start. If we don't start, we will never get there. But now that we started, our prayer is that now that they've started well, let it continue. You know, at times,
continuity.
After 2-3 years now,
when you have new sets of IMC leaders, they don't say no. What those guys have been doing, we have to reshuffle again.
And everything will go back to the way it used to be.
And of course, we also appeal to companies to also come in to invest in football.
That is the major problem. That is the major problem. No sponsors. If sponsors can come and invest in these things, I don't think they're waiting for state governments to invest.
For state government
so we need sponsors. Look at most of these the leagues we are modeling our own league after, the likes of Premier League, Italian League. They have sponsors. You can see the team having more than 10 to 5 sponsors. They don't need the money is there. So this sponsors is the major. If you can have like 4 teams, 4 different companies sponsoring Enyimba, and they signed a deal with them for like 200 million for 2 years. For that is 200 million.
Money
200 million times 4. That is how much? About 800 million. I don't think they will be waiting for any state government to come and
fix the stadium or buy players.
Probably is 25 million. They used to buy a player. It's obvious to buy players.
Of course.
Actually, so now the 3 teams have been confirmed: Imba and Rivers United of Port Harcourt and Remo Stars. Of course, Rangers and Bende Insurance will slug it out to make the complete 4. So our prayer is that Rivers have done so well for us, and I've seen the state government, the past government, doing well for Rivers State, giving them a conducive bus for them to travel and giving them a good pitch to play. So we are sure that Rangers International, I mean to say, we actually do us well to also join Rivers United, Remo Stars and Imba. Those teams, we are confident that with all these factors put in place, they can make us proud at the continental level.
Let's see what's really happening concerning Nigerian football. We've been talking concerning the CAF interclub competition, that's CAF Champions League, CAF Confederation, where teams are right now battle ready. We look at Remo Stars, Rivers United, and also Eyimba International, who always right now show that they are one of the #1 in Nigeria. You can't take that away from the Unzobu Eyimba. Really, they are one of the best. Now we move away from there. Let's quickly talk about a woman. Can call her Iron Lady or the Amazon from Africa. She has done well when it comes to football management. Let's talk about Fatima Samora. Fatima Samora right now, well, she will be leaving FIFA as Secretary General. Samora to step down as the first Secretary General because she has been there since 2016 after the ouster of Valke. But right now, the woman has done well for her son, also football development, especially women football. According to her, she wants to make sure this World Cup is one of those World Cup that you live to remember, according to Fatima Samora. Let's look at a brief summary, just like a summary of Fatima Samora so far. The first female and non-European Secretary General of FIFA, and number 11 to occupy the seat since Luis Molingos in 1904. You look at that record, the first woman and also non-European, as the first African to have been the Secretary General of FIFA. The Senegalese-born Samora is the first African on the seat, a United Nations veteran. Before she was tasked with the day-to-day running of FIFA since 2016, set out to fix the battered reputation of the organization after being embroiled in corruption scandals. Our predecessor, Jerome Valke, was fired in 2016 and banned for ethics violations. FIFA today is a better governed, more open, more reliable, and more transparent organization. According to her, I will leave FIFA with a high sense of pride and fulfillment. That Samora said, saying that in a statement. Samora started her United Nations career with the World Food Programme in 1995, served as country representative in 6 African countries, including Nigeria. Samora was heavily involved in improving women's football. Fatima was the first woman and the first African to be appointed as such to such an important position at FIFA. FIFA President Gianni Infantino actually stated this: "We respect Fatima's decision, and I would like to thank her for such dedication and commitment to football," coming from Gianni Infantino. Well, Fatima Samora, we are so proud of her for the fact that, looking at those accolades coming up in that particular summary concerning her career, she has done well when it comes to football management. FIFA, aside the FIFA issue coming up to her at 2016, where she took over, at least she has been able to normalize things. That corruption that embroiled FIFA has gone down a bit, and now women football under her also got some push, because we've seen money coming out, the prize money improving from what it used to be, and now players will be paid directly to their account, no more to their federations. Directly, if you are picked to represent your country at the World Cup, the $30,000 they'll be giving to each player is coming to you. Nobody is taking it away from you. That's a good one, at least. Not like the way we used to have it before. It will go to this place, some rabbits or rats to swallow it before
No, actually, she has till, I think, till the end of the year to perform her duties. Best of luck to her in her future endeavors. Of course, we've seen Fatima doing something, just like you've mentioned, improving the women, their leagues, and of course bringing that kind of gender balance in the appointment in FIFA, actually. And her decision to resign is actually a welcome decision, and we believe that since she has set a pace for Africans, many African women will also aspire, and of course will be enlisted in FIFA, and we look forward to see more of her in subsequent
Who
assignments.
knows, maybe she's going to become United Nations. But really, you know, you look at all these positions, it comes with a lot of benefit, and by the time you are leaving, just know that they are leaving for one bigger. Exactly. Now, let's quickly run through some transfer stories now. As we start with Nigerian story, Victor Osimhen is unlikely to sign new Napoli deal as Chelsea, PSG table offers for him. The London club Chelsea and also PSG, the Parisians as they call them, they want to sign Osimhen, and it's possible that he might not be staying with the Partenope. Noel.
Why me first?
Yes, because I know you are a Chelsea fan. Both of you are Chelsea fans. So.
Yeah, as a Chelsea fan, I want him to come. But being as as a brother, being in Nigeria, and also to me, I want him to stay like in Napoli for like a season or more before leaving Napoli. To me, he's a king there. He's a lion there in Napoli. He's a king. You can see the respect when they won the league. Everybody, Osimhen, everything. So it's coming to a new league. The English Premier League is not like the Italian league. The playing pattern, everything is quite different. So at least has he studied the English Premier League? Has he studied the way although he has been in France before, but has he studied the way the English Premier League is being played? You can see Haaland.
He's a professional footballer. All this your study. He moved from. At least he has played in Wolfsburg. He does Belgium. Germany. He moves to Lille. He plays in France. And before he comes into Italy, and in fact, he played with Charleroi in Belgium. He has moved around. The experience is there.
But the English is quite different.
No, actually, I want to differ with my reasons. You know, there are some places you live when the ovation is louder. Playing there, Napoli for 33 years have not gotten the title, and for you to come and lift it, your price tag actually have improved. And then any other club picking you should pick you on the basis of improving your welfare. And then coming to any league, he's a professional player. He can fit in. And I also want Chelsea to make that deal so fast so we can
let's even have it. At least it's been a while after Mikel left and all that. Let's have another Nigeria in the EPL that is making waves. Come on. Come on, let's have a Nigerian there if it's going to be possible. Let's see if Mikel will actually fit in with Chelsea, and watch out for next season. Forget about this season with Chelsea. They will bounce back.
Full force.
I just hope it's going to be a good one.
Jet force.
Anyway, let's look at two stories quickly because our time is up there. Newcastle United are closing in on a 50 million deal for Nicolo Barella. Barella is a midfielder of Inter Milan, and right now the Toons, as they call them, the Toons Army, are coming closer to sign this fantastic player, Nicolo Barella from Inter Milan. Looking at this particular deal, from the way it is, this guy will be moving.
It has to move. 50 million is not a small money.
And he actually is really keen on moving to Premier League.
Yeah, everyone wants to play Premier League, and he wants to play Champions League football also. So I see him being in Newcastle, and this is the team I think next season we have to watch out for Newcastle. I don't know. It's a team, we have now like 6 top teams, 7 in England. With the addition of Newcastle.
I can see the fear you have already. Let's take the last straw with Amos taking down one. That's Arsenal as strong contenders. They are very strong contending for the man of the moment. Talking about Kai Havertz, where he could be moving away from Chelsea. News have it earlier that Real Madrid wanted it, but right now it seems Real Madrid are out of this race. So Arsenal are strong contenders to sign Havertz from their London rival, Chelsea.
Yeah, actually, Kai Havertz leaving from Chelsea to Arsenal, a good one for him. It's actually a career path where he can switch from clubs to clubs. And of course, he's still in the terrain. It's in England, the same city, playing the same game. So it's a good one for them if they can afford him. The Chelsea should also, look at a replacement immediately. Okay, well, I just said, let's see what that will be happening there. Quickly, let's just look at the opening matches for the EPL. Games they will be on. And quickly, let's just look at those fixtures. Big one there, Manchester Burnley. That will be fire for Burnley. On 11th of Friday, August, you see Arsenal, Nottingham Forest. A big one there. Awoni, will he be scoring against Arsenal? We hope so. Well, Bournemouth, West Ham, Brighton, Luton Town, Everton, Fulham, Sheffield, Crystal Palace,
Palace, Newcastle, Aston Villa, and you look at Chelsea, Liverpool, big one, Brentford, Spurs, and Manchester United, Wolverhampton Wanderers. That's the beginning. We just have to go now. Just let you have a glimpse of it. Chelsea, be careful.
As they hot.
Liverpool, as they hot. Thank you so much, guys. Noah Samson and also Amos Atinde.
Yeah, it's good to be here. Many thanks for watching.
Good one.
Pleasure is mine.
Yes, a big one between Chelsea and Liverpool there. Let's see what's going to be happening. Chelsea fans are already scared. I'm Adeni Ajishafe. Thanks for watching.